Alright, so this chapter, we have to go and do all the side quests in the Dead Space game. So we're going to get a couple cool features. There's going to be a lot of fights that are going to be popping up randomly. So I suggest just using your Ripper. But what we want to do is we got to go back to engineering now. We have one more rig to get master. Security override. But we're going to have a lot of random fights because of the intensity director. And these are going to be different. There's, like I said, there's 1,400 availabilities, but usually it's no more than 3 enemies at any given time. So just every time you walk in the room, just be ready for some form of enemy. Like generally, they aren't enhanced. They're just easy fodder enemies because the game doesn't want to run all your ammo. So this video is going to be a lot of walking around and talking and listening to logs. So if you want to skip a video, this is going to be the one to skip. But if you want to see how to do all these side quests, this is the way to do it. It's worth doing even on an impossible run, just because you get so much stuff. We're talking about like 10 plus power nodes, an extra 100,000 worth of ammo and stuff. Alright, right here is going to be 2 enemies. Right off the rip. Grab the... Oh. I was going to say grab the fire barrel, but... So over here we get Vincent's rig. You can't get Vincent's rig till this chapter. This is why I usually wait till this chapter to do this. But there's always a slasher and a leaper there. So now, since we can actually go back, we actually could have got the rig we're going back to get in chapter 6. But like I said, you couldn't complete Master Override till this point. Here, like I said, this is trash tier enemies. He's not normally there. There's usually never anybody in that room. So now we got to go back to the engine. We got to head back toward the engine room in engineering. You remember that room with the slime everywhere?
Mining engineering.
That room had a level 3 door that's going to have the last rig. We got to go back there, then we got to go back all the way to the bridge and make the master key. After that point, we got to go back through the ship and start collecting everything. There's a master door in the bridge, a master door at the end of hydroponics, master door at the beginning of engineering. There's also a level 2 door in engineering that we got to grab. There is a master door at the beginning of the mining section, and there's also 3 areas in medical that we got to go back and get.
Mining engineering. Check station when departing.
So we're going to get a lot of nodes, and we're going to get a lot of paths we could take where our contact beam's going to go up and stuff like that. So we actually be able to make our contact beam full power. So we need to go through this door over here.
Entering 0 gravity.
I was thinking how to make this video. I'm like, do I cut out a lot of this running?
Exiting 0 gravity.
Or do I leave it in just to show people exactly how to get to certain areas? Alright, so right over here to the right, this is where our last actual thing is at.
Clearance confirmed.
Engineering log. Engineer aerial repair reported. right since they brought that marker on board. I'm a little, the only thing I remember clearly is that engine inspection. I went into the chamber, and instead of the primary engine, there was a heart. A heart the size of the moon. I can hear that pumping. Distant.
Entering zero gravity.
It's almost peaceful. If I can get close enough. Yeah. Right inside, maybe, where it's warm and dark.
Exiting zero gravity.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We could go get the level 2 door right now. There's really no need to. We're gonna go almost right by it when we go get the master door. So it's best just to go straight back to the bridge.
Bridge.
You kind of see how I was saying there's just gonna be a lot of trash mobs that are gonna come flying out everywhere. Use your Ripper. It's your most efficient weapon. A Ripper can kill 1 to 2 enemies on every blade, and it's going to be your cheapest per capita weapon to use. So what do you guys think about the Intensity Director? Do you think it's better? Like, I don't know about you, but it doesn't really scare me at all. To me, they're just hassles, but at the same time, it gives you a chance to get stuff. I guess it makes the game dynamic in some way or form. I mean, it's kept me playing, but I don't think the Intensity Director by itself is what kept me playing, because I played a lot of Dead Space to begin with, like in the older games. And I really like set enemy placement much more than dynamic, because it allows you to create strategy for the game. So we got to come all the way back here, and like I said, this might not be the most like efficient route possible, but you know, this is the route I usually take, because I know we got to come back to the bridge again for one of Nicole's side quests. Like I said, lots of running around. So now we have the master override key.
All access will be locked.
So that completes one of the side missions, You're Not Authorized, which gives you the master override key. That's the reward for it. So now we go down this elevator right here. At the bottom of this elevator, right to your right, is your first master lock door. Generally from here, I like to go back to mining and engineering. Go up the hydroponics elevator to get the hydroponics mine. There's one node. Some contact energy. There's a weapon upgrade. That's 2 nodes. Some money. I think that has to do with the summoning circle on the wall there. So we got 2 nodes from that master override. Every master override has 1 weapon upgrade in it. So there's, well, not all of them. One of them has just a fucking board, which should have been a diamond board. But it's like a gold board, so it's worth 3,000 credits or some shit like that. I fully expect this next hallway to actually throw something at us, because it's been a minute. Rule of thumb is generally every 2 rooms, but you know, it's dynamic. And there's never going to be anything that attacks you on the tram room.
Mining engineering.
Nothing ever attacks you in the tram engineering either, because like certain times they'll like fake the tram getting attacked, because this is a big loading screen. That's all this is.
Now arriving at mining engineering. Check station when departing.
Alright, so come up here. This should be engineering. We could go that route, but I like to start with hydroponics. So come back over the mining deck and go right back through here. As soon as you go up this elevator, there's going to be a master lock right at the very top of it. And then we can scoop right across the mining and grab that master lock. The master lock in mining is going to attack us. It's almost a guarantee at this point.
Logging security card.
Oh, my inventory's full. Alright, we need to empty out our inventory eventually. Next time we go buy a machine. So we might have to go into, we might need to go right through and go into the mining shop.
Clearance confirmed.
Master override's back here. But need to use the shop.
Power restored.
I ain't gonna lie, this is kind of a rough room. It's kind of a rough room. Alright, so let's go ahead and sell off a bunch of our stuff here. We're probably just gonna upgrade our suit, so I'm selling the health anyway. So there's 59,000. Come over here and just upgrade my suit's health. Just to get the free health. And I don't actually have suit health. That's a downside. Oh well, we'll get health. We'll get health here soon. We got room now. What was that? I ain't gonna lie, that got you, boy. like the intensity director kind of played us until it just wanted to throw a huge room at us. Alright, these are always 2 large med packs. Go and heal that up. This is always the contact beam weapon. So that's mining done for right now. But we're going to come back here for one of the side quests. We'll start the side quest in medical. We could jump over here and go straight to engineering again. I fully expect another fight here soon in engineering. Possibly this room. Nope. That means we're going to have the big fight over here in this room. Got a spitter here. I kind of wish they would have made the spitter a little bit more noticeable. than the slashers. So I feel like the second variation of the slasher and the spitter look too similar. But that's just me.
Logging security card.
Get another Ripper upgrade. If we go in here, there's the level 2 upgrade right past here.
Clearance confirmed.
Well, we're keeping track of nodes. There's the oxygen tank schematic, medium med pack, stasis, and here's another node. So that's 4 nodes. So now we're done with engineering. Tendency to direct or spawn something in that room, but who the fuck knows. So now we need to go to medical. Which medical we're going to run into a lot of rando spawns.
Medical.
Medical will fully upgrade like the line gun and some things like that. Like there's a couple master things in crew quarters too, but that's in the next chapter. That gives you the last upgrade for the flamethrower. And for example, our Ripper, like, oh, this is what I was talking about. Like, they never attack you here. Like sometimes even the door will like halfway open up. Okay, thank you.
Now arriving at medical.
Alright, here we go back to medical. First thing you want to do with medical is you want to go and grab the hunter's skin. Fastest way to the hunter's skin is through the diagnostic wing. This hallway's really, really, like, intensity director prone. So, like, don't fully expect to get attacked during this hallway. This room, actually, not so much. There's lab storage.
Clearance confirmed.
There's 5 nodes that we got. More Ripper blades. Down here's a couple level 3 lockers.
Clearance confirmed.
Which are just random loot, and we randomly got trash. So medical malpractice.
Got something, Isaac?
It's, let's call it a tissue sample from Mercer's pet hunter.
Careful. Who knows what mad science went into that thing?
Maybe I could find out. Figure out what Mercer's up to. There's gotta be a working DNA scanner around here.
There is. So let's head on back. I wish you could turn off Isaac's heartbeat. Because to me, I know it's there to like trigger anxiety, but it doesn't really do that. It's just annoying. How many people just notice that Isaac has a heartbeat? Alright, fully expect to be attacked in this hallway. Which you're calling me a liar. You fully expect to be attacked in this room. It is being nice to me. They must be saving up for a big room. Got the disco lights going off in the main lab right now. I feel like this is a room you can get attacked in. But it just doesn't ever happen.
Beginning DNA analysis. Match found for Brant Harris, mining contractor, Aegis 7. Registered physician, Dr. Chalice Mercer. Warning. Severe DNA abnormalities found. Rig tracking is available to trace possible contagion. Authorize.
Harris, what did Mercer do to you? Authorize.
Syncing logs and points of interest to Rig Locator. Thank you for your commitment to public health.
Alright. So now we gotta go to his ICU bed. But before we do that, down this way, and to the left here is a level 2 room, I think. No, it's level 3.
Clearance confirmed.
There's our 6th power node and another contact beam upgrade. I'm counting the power nodes just to give you an idea of how good these sections can be. I'm trying to remember, there's one more area. That I want to go to. And I think it's in the diagnostic wing. It almost has to be in the diagnostic wing. We'll go back to it. This is just me checking something. See the coolant pipes. I think going upstairs. I think there's a room like down this way that has another door in it heading towards zero G therapy. Yep, right here.
Clearance confirmed.
This one's easy to forget because this one actually doesn't have. It has the line rack schematics in it. Huh. There we go. So this allows you to buy line racks. We need to stop by a workbench of some sort. There's one down here. So that's 7 nodes that we've gotten from this run. Turning these in just to create room. We'll upgrade a little bit later. So now we gotta go to the ICU bed. These divider parts, these are great for like getting the backbreaker achievement. Like backbreaker is actually glitched on the text, or at least it was at the time of making this video. It says you got to stomp 10 enemies to death. You have to, when it says stomp 10 enemies to death, you got to actually one-shot kill them. You only can do that on swarmers and the little divider parts. I don't know what's actually attacking me right now. Let's turn around. Oh, it's a fucking divider. Alright. I think the divider is my least favorite enemy in the game.
Tissue regeneration experiment 5. The children of the marker, Kind's necromorphs, have provided all the material I could ask. And the infector variant has provided a key insight. Implanting the material directly into the brain renders optimal results. Of course, that requires puncturing the frontal bone just above the glabella.
Please, please, no!
Don't worry. It's been sterilized.
That was recording. Here, look up for me. Just a sliver of bone between us and Marco's secrets. Relax. It won't be like ages 7 and that unpleasantness with your nurse.
Wasn't a nurse when I did that. This errand you want me to do in ore storage. The miners won't like it.
They're probably as narrow-minded as the miners in the colony, yes. Tormenting someone for being a little different. Don't listen.
Guy's a cookie for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, they do. I'm ready.
This right here would suck ass. I think he goes in through the eye like they do in Dead Space 2.
Finds this material in the right region of the brain.
Oh God. I can see the Marcus codes. It's been trying to show me. They're hungry. They're coming. They'll make us whole. Doctor, I see it now. The marker speaks, and we can answer.
Tell me how.
Let's see how to get this shit right here from under the damn desk. All I could think about the entire time is like, the marker speaks, I can answer. Alright. So I think that's everything here. Now we need to go back to mining. This guy over here is playing possum, I think. Oh. I'm trying to think. Like, when do we get the next Nicole section? 'Cause I'm almost certain it should be
Mining engineering.
all linked together. Like, I think here we got to go back to the bridge, and then we finish Nicole's up when we get Mercer's locker number in crew quarters. Check the things. We might be already at the point. Yeah, yeah. So we're already done with Nicole's. Like, this is, we're doing mitigated malpractice. We go to ore storage, and we go to hydroponics, and then we get our, and we finish the hunter thing, and we get the upgraded stasis. What the upgraded stasis does is it basically does damage over time. It makes the stasis actually do damage, and it also stops them in their tracks. So it literally eliminates an enemy. So it makes your stasis longer, do damage over time, and stops all forward momentum. It's crazy good. And if you ever want to go to New Game Plus, you should at least do this. Because it makes the enhanced necromorphs a joke. Because if you stasis something and you put like flamethrower on them, in there, or like the Ripper Blade, or like the Gravity Well on the Force Gun, which I haven't really showed off. There's 2 or 3 options to do DOT, which stands for damage over time, or DOT. As you see, I did this as its own side video because, like, yeah, it's taken us 30 or 40 minutes to come do all this, but it's very much worth it. Like, we've gained almost 100,000 credits, which can be transferred into, you know, armor later on, or another 10 nodes if you really want them. The light's completely out in here. But ore storage opens up to us. Inside ore storage, there's just this.
Security request retrieved.
Security, we got some freak called Harris stealing from ore storage.
Dr. Mercer sent me for osmium to complete his work.
Yeah, I don't care if God Almighty sent you. You skim from CEC's profit margin, we get screwed.
God?
So, you can put that osmium down, or I can break your arms first.
I worked with people like you on Aegis 7. They'd steal my power nodes. Leave me to dig with no light.
Hey, hey! Get off me!
But when they abandon you in the dark, it's not empty. The marker whispered its revelations there. Now I understand them. Do you want to hear?
Warning. Untrained personnel may not use suit kiosk.
No, no! Stop! Please!
I said please when they shut me in. Screamed it too. I promise I won't laugh like they did.
Warning. Suit kiosk is obstructed. Serious injury may occur.
Oh, God! Help me!
Incident report filed to bridge by Dr. Nicole Brennan. See related rig activity.
Alright, so now we gotta go back to the bridge. Sorry, like I said, like I didn't know how to edit this. Like, realistically, I could have cut all this down to like 6 minutes or so like that. But like I said, like, if this is the video to skip, if you want to skip a video, this is the video to skip in the series. Like, because all it is going to be random attacks that won't be the same as your game. But like at this point, like you got the most health you have the most armor you can get. Your weapons, if you've been following me and doing the same thing I've been doing, should be reasonably upgraded to the point that they're, if not at max damage, they're doing max damage. This is a good screenshot for the thumbnail. one more thing to the bridge, and then we could possibly move on to the next chapter. Oh, no, we gotta go back to hydroponics too. Forgot about that. So we're going to the bridge, then we're gonna go back to hydroponics.
Now arriving at the bridge.
Alright. Next block. Fully expect to get attacked here. Where are you at? Where's you at, Necromorphs? Isaac's waiting. I need to make sure, yeah, I got room. Like, I've filled my inventory up twice doing this. So this is right here.
Log retrieved.
Like, if you actually don't want to listen to these things, you don't have to. I'm doing it just for the walkthrough.
Then waste more time and record this. Satisfied?
No, I'm not satisfied. We have a dead miner. We can't sedate Bran Harris.
Wasn't Harris originally your patient? Could have warned us that he'd go berserk.
Captain, Harris is suffering from a dementia that we don't fully understand. He was making progress until Dr. Mercer took his case over my objections.
I've read that. Frankly, this vendetta against Dr. Mercer just sounds like more than right.
My what?
Do you deny that you counseled members of our church on turning against unitology?
I'm telling you that Mercer's treatments are immoral and dangerous. And why does he keep taking Harris to hydroponics? Medical is a sanctuary, not Mercer's fight. Stop
Tracking related rig activity.
Alright, cool. Oh, you missed. You... Oh, pregnant. Eat a dick. I think predators are the most annoying enemy in the game because you gotta be so. Either them or dividers. I hate fighting dividers too. You gotta be so touch and go with them. So we're almost done. I promise. Gotta go back to hydroponics.
Hydroponics.
And here in hydroponics you get the stasis unit, and it's all worth it. It's 100% worth it. Like, I didn't realize how long these tram rides were. And I didn't really plan on anything to talk about during the tram rides, because usually when I do this on my own playthroughs, I'm like watching YouTube videos or like listening to a podcast or something of that nature. So like I play on like a 3-monitor setup, so like I have my computer on both sides of my screen. There's other things I usually am doing like during these tram rides or something. This is just something I picked up from being a gamer for so long, because back in the PlayStation days, you had to listen to the radio or something to get to the point of the load times. Just like, especially like with Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider had the worst load times ever. So what are we going to spend these nodes on? So like, the first thing I'm going to get is I'm going to get the upgrade for the line gun. At least the 3-tier prong attack. And after that, almost everything else is going into the contact beam. There's also a level 3 door right here.
Clearance confirmed.
Gold semiconductor. Here's node number 8. How many nodes do we have? We have 13 nodes we can use. So yeah, we should be in pretty good shape, like, to get the vast majority of the line gun done and most of the contact beams. Because you're going to be able to buy some nodes as well. I'm going to actually hook up this track objective. Just want to make sure I know exactly where I'm going. I think it's going through here and straight to your left on the left door. It's like the room where you fought the infectors earlier.
Toxic hazard detected.
Hey, Mr. Pregnant. Thank you guys for taking my health. Appreciate that. So in this room, you're going to get attacked by a purple enhanced necromorph.
Toxic hazard cleared.
You don't mind me recording, do you? You lose language soon. H. Green. Here. They're worse places to work discreetly. They keep
And here it
poisons
is.
here that would never be allowed near medical. And now,
So hit him with it. And like, this is the highest damage slasher you can get in the game. Like, it is, the combination just melts. He's just there to show you how good it is.
containment module, for example. Remember your last brain surgery? Stasis with consciousness? Quite useful. If only I hadn't wasted so much osmium on my last module design. And how do you feel now? Awake. Whole. Then perhaps it's time for your first real hunt.
So Charles Mercer created the Hunter through a guy named Harris. Give me your arm. You notice, like, that was an enhanced as well right there. So you notice how badly it messed him up. Your stasis does, I would say, like 60% of like most enhanced slashers health if you just let it eat away. Like, if you stasis something and you put a high level flamethrower on them, you pretty much have killed them. It's really strong. And it's going to make most of the rest of the game trivial. So I think we're going to go and upgrade now. So let's grab some upgrades. We have 14 nodes. You can see our line gun is fully capable of being here. Want to get the traps, capacity, greatly increased trap damage. Because we're mainly going to use the alt fire on it. And on here, we want to get greatly increase the size of the explosion radius. And then we want to grow here Grab both the primary fires and greatly increase ammunition. So at this point, we can increase the explosive damage again on the secondary. Here we go. Our Ripper also got an upgrade. Like there's one more damage node, but like I wouldn't really worry myself too much with it because it only does 10 more damage, and the Ripper already is at the point where stun locks enhance necromorphs. But like if you're just throwing nodes at things, feel free. But I'd worry more about getting the secondary fire of the contact beam up, much more so than we need to sell stuff. Much more so than like finishing the Ripper off. You could also even go to another gun. Like the Ripper is fully capable of doing what it needs to do for the rest of the game at this point. So you got 100,000. So we could buy 10 more nodes here if we wanted to, but we got a 60,000 suit to buy. So I'm just gonna save the money for right now. You know, actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna buy a medium med pack just and a stasis unit to top off. 2,500 for a stasis unit. I'll take that. Medium med pack. I'll take that. Let's go and top both of those off. But our contact beam now is a freaking monster. Like, hopefully I get to show it off here in the next couple chapters. It is now the bee's knees. So back to the bridge. We're going to save it on the bridge. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys found this helpful. Thank you guys.